just some context for this video. I'm gonna be starting a new series called the X's Story, where I will talk to my friends and basically they'll say whatever random story they have, and then I'll post it on YouTube. So yeah, I hope you enjoy.
Dude, I remember seeing like this desperate kid the other day. It was so sad, but it was so fun at the same time.
What
So
happened?
basically, I was like chilling out, and, like talking to our servers, just having a good time. And this one new person joined in. They're like, "Oh, hi." We're all like, "Hey, how's it going?" And we're like telling them,
Welcome.
yeah, just welcome, being all nice and all. And then this freaking little kid just jumps in and is like, "Oh, hi, welcome to the server."
Huh?
Mean.
You cut out.
Like, so basically this kid just jumps in and basically minis. You know what that is, right?
No.
Basically someone who isn't a mod doing mod things. So like actually introducing like the server stuff and how things and like basically trying to do what the mods jobs, even though like the mods on that server are actually pretty good at their job. Like they're active a lot of the time, and then like they actually know when to like help and stuff. And what is it? And like this kid was just trying to be all that and try to like. I mean, he seemed friendly. Like he seemed pretty friendly, but then like later on, he was like, "Man, that that moderator role color would look pretty good with my profile picture." And we're like, "Yeah, okay." And like he was trying to like strike up a conversation when like no one was talking. And like it started to just look like he was going insane and just started talking to himself. And it looked so. And like, he's like, "Man, I can't wait to be a mod. It's gonna be so great." And like, one of my friends who is an admin, not a mod, but she's an admin. Actually, that was Jackie. That was the girl that we played with.
That was Jackie?
Yeah, that was her.
Uh-oh.
She's an admin in this Overwatch server that I'm still in. Because I actually made a pretty good amount of friends on there.
Alright.
And was it? So she started messaging me, and she's like, "Is this kid all right?" And I was like, I don't know. Like he just started, like he seemed fine at first, but then once he started talking about, "Oh, he's definitely going to be a mod like soon" and stuff like that, we're just like, "No, dude, that's if you're expecting it, that's not gonna happen. Like, you have to earn it and you have to work for it. You can't just like be all like talking yourself into it and just no action,
Yeah.
And so she was like, "Oh, I see." And so she started keeping like a close eye on him to see how he interacts with other people. And dude, this guy is so freaking desperate. He even like changed his nickname to hashtag it like his username for mod. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, dude, you're just
going too far. Why do you want to mod so much?"
I know, like, dude, like, okay, just having the feeling of like a bit of like extra power on your hand. That it does feel nice, but that also gives you a really big responsibility because you have to and like basically take care of thousands of other people on the server. But
I still don't understand why that kid wanted to be mod so much.
I know, and like, I'm just thinking.
That didn't kill him. Oh. Sorry.
I was like, dude, this guy's probably gonna get like. It's gonna be so stupid.
I am ready.
But yeah, like, it was so like stupid. It hurt me internally watching this, and like, but then he basically slipped up really bad because he got like. It's funny because was it? So basically, what I did was I was like, "All right, I'm gonna do a little experiment here." So I went on an alt account for this because I just threw
All
one
right.
up and I was like, let me try this real quick. So I joined the server because I invited myself in, and like I was trying to be all like nervous. So I was like, hi, I'm like it seemed like anxious and nervous. I tried to put off that feel, and he like jumped on me like he was there. The second I put out my message, I see him typing, and I'm like, oh jeez. Like I was scared. And he's like, hey, how's it going? Blah blah blah. I'm like, I hope. It started going really bad. Then he started to straight up DM me, and I was like, oh shoot, I forgot to turn off that freaking option, like to allow messages from other
Yeah.
members of
And what
and
was he
as he's
saying?
like, he was like, "Oh hi, it's like I hope you enjoy your time here. How's it going?" He was trying to strike up some small talk with me, and then as he's talking, he stops for a bit, and I'm like, okay, like I'm just gonna go back to what I'm doing. I get a notification on my phone that he sent me a friend request, and I was like, oh
Of course.
my gosh. But I think the one main thing that got him was that one and I don't feel too proud for doing this, but I feel like I kind of catfished him into it because I have like an anime girl profile picture,
Yeah.
name, that stuff. I didn't feel too proud of doing it, but I had to settle something, and so like I started getting like really like nervous because I was like, dude, this kid's like jumping all over me right now, and I have like
My business.
like it's usually like
My rules.
to put it as a ratio, it was 5 of his messages to 1 of mine.
That's not good.
Yeah, so I kind of brought it to Jackie's attention. I was like, hey, like this guy, he's basically invading like people's personal spaces when they join the server, and he thinks like he could just be all that by like jumping onto them, and he's like he's like, oh man, I can't wait to get that mod. And so I asked like some other people who like recently joined, and I was like, hey, did this like guy like start like going like crazy and DMing and stuff? And they're like, yeah, like this guy was creepy, And the one stupid like such an obvious like similarity was that it was always with basically what he thought were
A girl.
yeah. Like when I did it with like a guy, he was like, "Oh hey, how's it going?" Like that's all in. He didn't like jump into DMs. He didn't like immediately send me a friend request. He was just like, "Oh hey, hi." I was like, "Okay." On top of this kid being desperate, he's a freaking simp, and that hurts me so bad. Like
I never thought I'd hear you say he's a freaking simp.
it hurt. I'm not
Oh my
proud
god.
of calling.
I'm feeling unstable.
So then basically,
Oh.
I was like I was hurt so bad internally. Like the cringe level was so high. I was like, this kid, man. So I reported it. I reported it to other mods and admin, and I was like, hey, like this guy is like basically trying to hit on girls when they join the server and basically mini modding.
No, my nerves.
And so then I'm like just going back to regular talk because I'm gonna drop the subject and let like mods like take control of it.
Yeah.
And then I get a DM from the same guy on my one I'm now, and he's like, "Did you tell on me?" And I was like, "No."
Yes.
No, I basically tried to hide it, and he was all like,